Imagine being a military family, relying on a daycare to keep your career and mission readiness on track. Now imagine getting a notice that your kids are being kicked out of that daycare with just 2 weeks to find a solution. That's exactly what's happening at Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico. Today, we're diving into the world of military child development centers, or CDCs, and the staffing crisis shaking up military families. Welcome to Base Stories, where we uncover the untold stories of military life. Today, we're diving into the childcare crisis at Holloman Air Force Base and what it means for military families. Let's get started. So what are CDCs? For those who may not know, CDCs, or Military Child Development Centers, are child care facilities located on U.S. military bases, serving the children of service members and Department of Defense employees. These aren't just babysitting services, they're nationally accredited early education programs for kids from 6 weeks to 12 years old. Over 200,000 children are cared for annually across hundreds of CDCs worldwide, with services like full-time care, part-time care, and even emergency support when parents are deployed. What makes CDCs special? The costs are subsidized by the Department of Defense, often much lower than civilian daycares, and tailored to a family's income. Staff are highly trained, facilities are secure, and programs prepare kids for school with top-notch curriculums. But here's the catch. CDCs need enough staff to operate, and when that falls short, families feel the impact. On May 9, 2025, 53 families at Holloman Air Force Base got a shocking notice. Their children would be disenrolled from the base's CDC, with services ending on May 23rd, just 2 weeks later. Why? A severe staffing shortage. The center needs at least 54 caregivers to run smoothly, but when staffing drops below 40, they have to cut services. So, what's causing this? First, CDCs often lose staff during the permanent change of station season, when military families relocate. Second, a Department of Defense hiring freeze, announced in February 2025 by Secretary Pete Hegseth, has slowed down new hires. Even though CDC staff are exempt, the lengthy hiring process and uncertainty have made it tough to fill gaps. For families in rural Alamogordo near Holloman, this is a disaster. One parent said local daycares have 2-year wait lists. With no alternatives, many are forced to make tough choices, quit their jobs, cut hours, or scramble to afford pricier off-base care. CDCs are more than childcare. They're critical to military readiness. When parents can't find reliable care, it impacts their ability to focus on their duties, potentially weakening operational effectiveness. The crisis at Holloman isn't isolated. Bases like Hill Air Force Base in Utah and Eglin Air Force Base in Florida are also cutting childcare services due to staffing shortages. This points to a bigger issue: Department of Defense policies, like plans to cut 50,000 to 60,000 civilian jobs, are hitting military families hard. If these challenges persist, they could hurt the military's ability to retain talented service members, especially in an era when work-life balance is crucial. Holloman is working to fix this by expanding its family child care program, where certified providers care for kids in homes on or off base. The Department of Defense is also offering subsidies for families using civilian daycares. But these solutions take time, and families need help now. You can make a difference by sharing this story to raise awareness. Comment below with your thoughts. Have you faced similar childcare challenges? And don't forget to subscribe for more stories about the issues impacting military communities worldwide.